Hi, my name is Peter Cho, and today we'll be talking about how to make your chords sound a little bit more interesting by adding some variation and some color. We will take the four basic major chords we may already know, the G, the D, the A, and the E major chords, and just add a finger or take away a finger and vary up the chords a bit. So let's get started. So the first chord that I'd like to do this with is the D major chord because it's just so common. So if we take our D major shape and we add our pinky to the first string of the 3rd fret, we get a D sus4. We go back to the original D shape and we take our 2nd finger off, we get our D sus2. Now this is so common at the end of chord progressions or phrases. So if you're in the key of G and you're playing G, getting to the D, that can just add some spice to your playing and make things pretty cool. And we can do the same thing with the A chord. Now, the A chord has two common fingerings. One is your bar fingering, and the other fingering is using first, second, and third. Your first, second, and third fingers. Both of them have slightly different sounds when you add some colors against it. So if we do the bar, and we put the 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, you get your A sus2, which is a pretty cool sound. Now we can get the A sus2 with this fingering by just taking the 3rd finger off. So we go back to the A shape, take the 3rd finger off, and we have the A sus2. And if we want the A sus4, go back to the original shape, place the pinky on the 3rd fret of your 2nd string, or actually maybe without the top string ringing, or better yet with the bar. That way you could stop that E string from ringing. So now you have this variation. A sus4, back to your regular A sus2, and back to your regular A. You could also do this with your E major. So going to your E major shape, if we take the 3rd finger off and we place the 4th finger, this is a little bit of a stretch, but if we take the 4th finger, place it on the 4th fret of the 4th string, you might just have to move your hand a little bit this way to get a bit of a stretch with your 4th finger. You get a really cool E sus2. And if we go back to original shape and then place the pinky on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, we'll get our E sus4. Alright, finally I'd like to do this with the G major chord. The G major also has, like the A, has two common fingerings. So one of them is this fingering, and the other fingering is this. And both of those fingerings will favor certain color tones as well, or variations. So if we take this G major shape, we take the 1st finger off, we get G5. But that frees our 1st finger to play the 2, which is on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. So we get this sound. So from here, pretty cool. And then we can do the other variation with the other G major shape, and that's this shape. That frees up our 1st finger to play the 2nd string, 1st fret, which gives us the G sus4. So anyway, these are just chords, different ways of playing some of your major chords that you already know, and changing them slightly to create some interest. And one thing I just wanted to close with is too much of this can be a bad thing, so I would use it sparingly, because if you use it all the time it can sound redundant, but every little bit that you could add to create some tension or color will make your playing that much more interesting for you and the listener to listen to. So hope you had fun with this.